Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Vobes One Eye Kenobi Showbie with the lovely Julia.
And the lovely Richard.
Very nice to see you this evening on this wonderful day in which somehow the camera seems to be on the... There we go. Slightly uneven, but don't worry about that.
Slightly less uneven now.
No, less uneven. It's nicely squared up. It is Monday, the 13th of June. At least it's not a Friday, the 13th of June. Not that I'm very superstitious, not even stitious. I'm often in stitches, but
You're
that's...
just super.
Yes, super duper, Nigel Cooper. He's a dear old friend of mine. Anyway, welcome aboard. It's very nice to see you on this day, and welcome to all those lovely people that came along to the walk that we did the other day. It was a lovely walk, wasn't it?
It was a lovely walk.
What was the best aspect of that wonderful, lovely walk that we enjoyed doing, lovely Julia?
All the lovely faces.
All those lovely faces. There was a
like
sea.
This one.
Yes, chubby little face. That's
It's the least chubby I've ever seen.
Yes, the least chubby
That's the
face.
least chubby anyone's ever seen it.
No, I know. I'm losing weight left, right and centre. Look, there's some going.
Oh, I found a bit. Here you go.
Can I keep it? Thank you very much. Anyway, it's nice to see you, lovely Julia, looking radiant as ever in your very lovely dress. In fact, is that the dress that you did a piece of whimsy recently in?
I may have.
May have.
And this.
As long as you don't ask for a Knickerbocker glory, we'll be all right. So it's lovely to see you all and everybody else. And just to let you know that the next walk has been arranged, but we were going to go to Glynde, but apparently there's a festival of love or something.
Love Supreme, I think it's called.
Oh, Love Supreme. I don't know what that means. Is it a music festival?
I don't know. All I know is that I've been told that about 50,000 people will be in attendance.
That's the biggest orgy I've ever been to.
I don't think we want to compete with that.
No, certainly not. Apparently the roads will be diverted, car parking will be limited, and it will be a nightmare. So we actually had a walk on Ditchling Common, which we put together about 6 months ago.
Yeah, so
we made a video.
Pandemic time, and we got locked down again or something.
No, it rained. It rained dreadfully, so we cancelled it. But we'd gone the week earlier and made a video, and we put that up and said, it's going to be fantastic. It's a lovely walk. You'll all enjoy it. And then it rained terribly, and it was a bit boggy, so we cancelled it. Then the following month, we had it again as a potential walk, and it was raining. So we all met in the pub.
Oh, what a shame.
Oh, what a shame. It was the best walk we've ever done. Walk to the bar and walk to the chair. Walked back to the bar. We played a game of snooker.
I ran around the pool table quite a lot.
Oh, yeah, the pool table.
And in and out of the room and things like that, because I was chasing Joe.
Yes.
Joseph came with us.
It was lovely. Anyway, so we thought, well, maybe we could chance it a third time. We do know the route, and hopefully it will be nice and sunny in the middle of early July.
It should be.
So that would be good.
One hopes.
And then it's possible that the walk after that in August will be somewhere in the Horsham region. I've asked Matthew Holdsworth if he would take us around Christ's Hospital, because he used to go to the school and his parents used to teach there. And we went on a walk around that area.
We did. That was with the SMT, All Bar Judith.
All Bar Judith.
They're lovely.
So there we go. Anyway, so that's all potential on there. We try to sort of move the walks around the county of Sussex, because that's where the majority of our viewers are, who are able to do this sort of thing, because obviously there's no point us trying to say we're going to do a walk around Brisbane, because none of us would be able to get there. Anyway, there we are. It's... excuse me.
Bingly bing bing.
Bingly bing
That's what
bing.
it said.
That's what it said. Now, we have a number of videos. Mark Burgess is posing some questions, and he needs your help to try and work out the destinations to various places. Andrew Norris is out and about with his tree tape, trying to record the music of trees. He's got a different tree this time. And Lynn B sent in a video, but she put music on it. But we're going to chance it, because it is a walk. We're going to chance the monetisation. So,
Well, do you know what we could do? We could play the video? Are you able to play the video and then just mute it so that...
It was a bit pointless. It was just sitting there in silence going...
Then we can go la dee 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 dee. I don't know.
We could. I mean, we could try and do a voice over it.
Yeah.
And tell you what's going on. We could do that. It's like a director's commentary, only we're not the directors.
Oh, thank you, Rachel.
So we could do that with your video, because she came back and said, oh no, I've put music on and you don't want music and all of that. But what we do want more than anything else is we're really trying to promote this thing, and I know it's not working. We want people to go and video themselves as opposed to other places and tell us what you're up to, even if it's just making a cup of tea. We would like to, because we want to see you and find out who you are and what you get up to and all the rest of it, because you see us a lot of the time.
Lynn said it's on YouTube, and I didn't get a strike, so maybe we could chance it.
Oh, well, we could get... Yes. Lynn said she didn't get a strike, but then she's probably not... no disrespect to her.
You've got quite a few more...
No, it's not that.
No?
No, because she might not be switched on for monetization. You won't get a copyright strike. If you're using it and you're not trying to make money from it and you don't have adverts on the front of your thing, it won't make the blind bit of difference. It's only when you... And of course, I don't know where you got the music from. So we don't know, you see, that's the problem. And sometimes it's easier not to do it. So
Cry for Joy says, yeah, voiceover, do it in the style of kung fu films from the 70s. Thank you for that.
Thanks for that. It's a good idea. You want to beat me up, huh? Okay, I'll come for you with kung fu. Oh, my nose, it's so hot.
Well, be careful, otherwise it'll be your ears next.
It's very true. Andrew Norris says, just bought a ticket to Blighty. I'll be around for the walk in August. That's fantastic. And Lynn B says, sea above. And I hope it's a sky above, not the sea above. And what else have we got? Yes, please. I'd love to see Christ Hospital, says Lynn B. So there we go. I've made the suggestion. We'll see if Matthew can come up with it. And Sean James Cameron says, can everybody donate a super chat just in case the video is brought down? That would be absolutely fantastic.
Everyone can donate.
Yes, of course they can. Would they is another kettle of fish. Right, so let's crack on with a video and see how we go. And then we want to talk about, Julia gave me a topic, things that are most definitely would never, 152 billion years from here, be on your bucket list. If you had, you know how people make a list, they want to collect buckets and they've got a list of them. I've got a red bucket, a green bucket, orange bucket, sick bucket.
You don't have a mauve bucket.
Not a mauve bucket, kick the bucket. But what would be the least, if somebody said, I can do anything you like, but you have to name 3 items that you definitely do not want to do. Now,
the anti-bucket list of what would you never do again?
Yeah, oh, yes, that would be more interesting, because you could say, I don't want to stand on the sun, and that's, pretty obvious.
Because that stands to reason.
Yeah. So if you've done something, and then you thought, never again, never do that again, and we want to know why. So there we go, that's that. But first, if I can find how to get back into that. How did I get back into...
There's a hole in my bucket.
There we go.
Dear Jamie boy.
Yes, never again put a hole in your bucket. I once had a hole in my bucket when I was filming Snug and Cozy, and it worked very well.
Yeah, that's exactly what you wanted.
Exactly.
That was just the ticket.
So, right, now time for a bit of silent stuff from Mark Burgess. There he goes. Did you get them? Did you get them? If you didn't, there is some answers, but it looks like most of you got them, actually, to be honest with you. We may not need the answers after all, Mark. But very kind. It was a good I didn't know at first whether they were all going to be stations, because I got to Paddington and I thought, hang on a minute, Paddington, Victoria, King's Cross, they all started as stations. And then up popped Sandwich. And I thought, hang on a minute, has Sandwich got I guess Sandwich has got a station. And then I thought, are they all in Kent? But Paddington's not in Kent.
No, that's Canary Wharf.
No, nor is King's Cross.
Or Victoria.
Or Victoria, Queen Victoria, and all her people. Anyway, so what we want to know, thank you very much, Mark. That was fantastic. Nice to do something a bit different. I just thought, golly, what a long time in front of the printer, printing out all those bits of paper.
Sorry, I'm sure he'll recycle them. You're going to make a paper mache something with them next.
It's going to make paper airplanes and act out the Battle of Britain, which is lovely.
That's a good idea.
That's a good idea. Great quiz, says Julie. There we are. Thank you very much. Anybody else wants to sort out a quiz, a video quiz, you're very welcome. Send it in and we will play it out. As long as we've got a modicum of intelligence here and a chance of answering the questions, it can only be good. So, is there anything you've done or had or bought or sold or something's happened to you and you think to yourself, never again, I am never done, a place you've been to, a holiday that you've had, a bicycle ride that you once did, a marriage that no, somebody mentioned that, a telephone that you, or an object or a purchase that you bought, or a television program that you watched, or an internet streaming show,
or a roller coaster you did,
or a roller coaster that you did, something memorable that other people may go, oh. Then we want to know about it. Give us a call if you like. 0793 4746 790. I believe the telephone is in fact actually working, and it may even be unmanned. Not unmanned. What I mean is unmuted.
Unmuted.
We would love to hear from you. Have something to say, though, Shane, if you ring in.
Shane?
Zane. I beg your pardon. Shane's a different person who's always got something to say. I remember reading a book. Here we go.
Ta-da.
Here we go. Here we go. As soon as you say it. Now, let's hope. Where's my headphones? There they are. Let's find it. Who's calling on the show? Hello, caller.
Hi.
Hi,
Now, Zane, have you got something to tell us?
Of course I do.
Excellent. Of course I do. Blimey. That sounded very...
What's the news with Zane today?
Yes.
Zane?
Are you there?
Yes.
You said, of course you do. Come on, then. Quick with it.
I like the show.
You what?
Doesn't matter.
Okay. Cool. Zane, when you ring into something that we're talking about, rather than just ringing in for the sake of ringing in. So if you wait and listen to what we're talking about, and then... Yeah, well, I know you were, but what I'm saying is we're talking about, is there anything you have done that you would rather not do again? Then when you think, that's interesting, yes, there is, and we say, then call in, that's the time to call in. Don't be on the edge of the phone going, as soon as they say, I'm going to ring in and just say hello, because that's not how the show works.
So is there something that you've done or been through that you wouldn't want to do again?
I've been to football training.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't want to go to it again? I don't blame you. I think that's absolutely right. Well done, Zane. Thank you very much for that.
No, I want to do it again, but it was fun.
Yeah, so you're not listening. You're not listening to what we're saying, Zane. I'm sorry to be a bit short with you, but you do ring up lots of times.
I've got a quick question for you, though, Zane. Is it your mum that works in the Burlington?
Yeah, and I really like football training, and the thing I won't do again is...
Yeah, you definitely need to do that again. Keep up your fitness and keep up with things you love to do. I was just wondering if your mum was able to give us some mates rates at the Burlington, that's all. And we could promote it.
He won't. Anyway, thank you, Zane. Nice to talk to you.
Take care, lovely. Lovely to hear you.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye. There we are. I'm sorry. I know people will find that it's a little bit. I was a bit short thrift with Zane, and I appreciate Zane watching and ringing in and all the rest of it. However, this is an entertainment show, and if you ring in, it's just. I think it's polite to have some conversation connected to what we're talking about, and sometimes you just have to tell people straight. You can't pussyfoot around, and that is my nature. I'm sorry to say. So, if anybody else would like to call in...
My cat would beg to differ.
Your
She can
cat.
definitely pussyfoot around.
I'm sure she can. She would be very good at pussyfooting. We have another phone call. Let's find out who that is. It's probably the RSPCA, Royal Society of Protection of Children, coming in touch with me. Hello, welcome to the show.
Good evening, Mr. Vobes.
Good evening, Pete. It was very nice to see you, Mr. Cragg. Mr. Cragg Ratty, a colonel, even. I beg your pardon. I nearly
Yes.
demeaned your rank then.
Yes, it was
Have you
very
recovered?
nice. Well, I was going to say, it was very nice to see you. That we got off to a little bit of an awkward start, I understand.
Yes, I know. I don't understand it. There was I, minding my own business, standing on this trolley that you very kindly donated to the cause. And then, clearly, as soon as I leant back, you decided I'm just going to let go and let him fall, the fool.
Yeah, so when you said, is there anything you never want to do again, is give somebody a trolley and then...
Yeah, never drop my Richard ever again. You.
I think it was fairly plain that I was off the trolley.
No, you fell down with the trolley,
I
on
fell
the
with-
trolley,
yes,
though.
yes, I did say on the trolley. It's very
And
true.
I wasn't
At
even
least
there
you-
to pick you up.
No, you didn't even see
God,
it.
terrible.
You
No,
were-
I didn't.
you
I
were
didn't
too
know
busy
until the videos
gassing
went on.
away with other people.
I was busy being showered gifts in the van. I was going to
What a-
finish my hair.
Just a minute. Sorry, hold on, Pete. What do you mean showered gifts? Hang on. Who is this blighter that's been showering gifts on you? We've established our relationship now. We've come out into the open, and all of a sudden, all of the other admirers are out there showering gifts. What were they giving you, these gifts?
Prosecco?
Bottles of Prosecco. Oh, my. I didn't realise there's a
It was for us.
Oh, yes. But you should have seen Julia last night. Stevie, I love my Stevie. She kept saying, I love my Stevie all the way through the evening. I couldn't understand what that means. I don't
No,
understand it.
really appreciate it, Steve.
Sorry, Pete,
Sorry.
go on.
No, so, I mean, at least you had the trolley to catch your fall. I just had a load of gravel.
Yes, that's true. Yes, you did tumble back as well, and because I'm, nearly half your age.
Well, yes, I mean,
Not quite.
throwing an old man around like that is absolutely disgraceful.
It is a disgrace. Why
Utterly
did
shocking.
you throw me around then? That's what I want to know. this old geezer here.
I don't know.
That we had a laugh though, and luckily
We
none
had
of
a laugh,
none
yes,
of
I
us
hope you're-
none of us were damaged in the
No,
process.
no.
I
Well,
have-
it was, yeah.
I do have a question for you, Colonel, when we've got a moment.
Yeah, you got a moment. Go
Now?
for it. Yeah, go.
Have you used Rock Up in Whiteley?
No, mainly because it's aimed at young children.
children.
It's more of a play climb rather than
Not a
proper
serious climb.
All right.
You
so
are
is
asking.
it like the crazy golf of rock climbing?
Yeah, it's-
Okay. Well,
it's
now
like
I know. Now I know.
asking-
Okay, but more to
I
the
mean,
point, what I actually
absolutely-
meant to ask then is, have you ever rock climbed and used the automated abseiling machine?
They
thing?
wouldn't have automated abseiling machines on the top of Mount Snow.
No,
would
but
they?
he's used rock walls.
Oh,
Rock
yeah.
climbing.
Yeah,
You
yes. If you go to most or climbing walls, they have the automatic systems in place, so that if you're there by yourself,
How
you
long's
don't have
that?
to.
How long's that been a thing for?
Oh, ages.
I was going to say,
Ages,
admittedly,
yeah.
it's probably been about 15, 20 years since I last actually
Oh,
used
yeah,
a rock
so-
climbing wall.
Yeah,
20 years.
most climbing walls have got quite a few of those, so that you can climb by yourself and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
just climb up and then just throw yourself off the top and down you come.
Oh my God, that's something that I'm not sure I could ever do again. Throwing myself off the wall. Oh my gosh, I've spent so many years teaching myself not to throw myself off random walls.
I'm sorry. Hang on a minute.
I
I'm
went
slightly
to
confused.
Rock Up. I went
Yeah.
to Rock Up.
I'm slightly confused. Why would you just throw yourself off? You said you spent however many years it is that you wouldn't throw yourself off random walls. How many random
The
walls
problem
are
was
you
I had the compulsion to do so I had to train myself not to.
But what are you doing on random walls? I mean, what
Okay, they
do
weren't
you-
so random. They were very carefully selected, all right?
Yes, but what? I mean, we talking brick walls? Are we talking walls of
I'm
buildings?
talking about the wall of a building that was 7 stories tall. Not that big a building, but still, it was enough to do
I
the
see.
job I was looking for.
Throwing yourself. You've
Anyways,
You climbed a 7-story building without any ropes.
Yes, that's right. Apparently.
On the inside with the specially made stairs that are usually come with most buildings. Yes.
Oh,
Yes, I
right.
did.
Yes, so
I lived in the building.
she lived in a building with a staircase, and she climbed up, and she wanted to throw herself off because she was down in the dumps.
Oh, right.
Anywho.
Okay.
Anywho,
The
so
point
that's
of this
really
question-
lowered the thing.
I
Isn't it?
know. Will you just keep asking?
Suicide
This is-
alert!
This is only a 5-minute domestic, not a 10.
Are you a member of the Samaritans? Could you please talk her down?
The point of the question
Don't jump, Julia! Don't jump!
is
Yes.
so.
Oh, what is the point? You've lost the point.
The point was that I was really struggling with the whole trusting this machine. It felt really weird.
Just so that people like me who are completely
Well, I was
ignorant-
trying to explain when you started.
What is it? What is this machine? Is it like a Dalek up there going...
This round
No, it's-
thing. It's
it's,
like a winch that automatically.
It's just a winch.
Basically.
Is it a winch?
It's
More than that.
it's a mechanism contained within a box, and the box has a rope or a tape coming out of it,
Right.
and if you let go of the wall and fall down,
Yeah.
the
It catches
mechanism
you.
Resists
will
you and catches.
lower
yeah.
you down slowly.
Oh, right.
No, but you drop for like 2 foot first. That's the
Yeah,
bit
but-
I can't deal with.
Yeah, but it's the machine working out that you're dropping.
I
It's
know,
going to
but
go,
it just-
ow, she's
Well, it's like
falling.
a bit like a seatbelt mechanism.
Yeah.
Instead of locking, it lowers you down slowly. I believe it's got large magnets in it
Oh.
and some gears. I'm not sure exactly how they work.
Is
So
it-
it means
just
that
felt-
Is it
takes
International
your-
Rescue? Is it Thunderbird 2 just hovering above you with a winch that comes down and goes ba-da-dum,
I'll tell you
ba-da-dum,
what, I'll
copyright
thro-
strike,
I'll tell you what,
da-dum.
Mr. Vobes,
Yes.
I will throw a challenge out to you.
Oh God, here we go.
Go climbing.
Next time you're down this part of the woods and you've got a little bit of time,
Yeah.
I will take you to a climbing wall and you can try one out.
All right, then that sounds like a lovely idea.
And you can watch me freak the heck out halfway up a wall and then
No,
try and
no.
drop myself
Listen,
off.
you're talking to a man who was dressed as a silver-faced robot who abseiled down robotically a something like 50-foot wall on a scouts thing in somewhere in Devon once.
Did you have a person belaying you, or did you have a machine?
I didn't have anything belaying me, whatever that means. I had one of them harnesses on, and then
Oh,
these
you
people...
abseiled yourself down. Okay,
Yes,
yes,
I
but
just did
okay, there was
this.
a person on the end of your belay rope.
No, there wasn't. There was
Yes,
just this...
you.
No, there was. Yes, there was
With you holding them.
No,
on.
I was a robot. You seem to misunderstand. Hit my microphone.
Sorry.
You'll be out of
Sorry,
here.
microphone. I
Yes.
didn't mean to
So
hit
you-
you.
What?
You abseiled down a rope, yes?
Yes, I
With
abseiled.
an abseil.
A rope was there. I had a harness that was. I was dressed in this leather gear, dressed silver leather gear as a robot, and stupidly,
see.
I was employed. That wasn't the stupid bit. I was employed to go around this outdoor place full of adventures and whatever as a robot, going meep meep. I will have you. You will die. I will exterminate. All this kind of rubbish. And they said, "Here, go up that tower and terrorise the people at the top." So I was like, "Okay, I obey," and I went. Clambered up this bloody staircase all the way up to the top as a robot in, defined movements.
Yeah.
Got to the top and they said, "Here, well, let's get him on the harness." And before I knew it, they had me in this harness and I was going, "What are you doing? No, you can't do that." But I didn't drop out of character. And then I realised I had to go down this thing and he goes, "No, you'll be all right, mate." I was going, "Thank you." And I just did this very robotically down the thing. Didn't think about it until I got to the bottom. I went, "Oh my giddy aunt."
I would
TD
imagine
says-
they probably had you on a safety rope as well.
They may well have done.
TD says, I don't think pre-war abseiling counts, Vobes.
Pre-war.
Thank you. The point I was trying to get to is that chucking yourself or dropping yourself off a wall
Yes.
without, with a machine rather than without a person
Well,
down
that's
below.
like a parachute. That's a kind of machine, isn't it? Dropping yourself out of it, or
Yeah.
or the thing with
Well,
the
the
bungee
thing with
jumps.
a parachute, it's a piece of equipment that you have prepared yourself, or at least you have had some part in.
Well,
you-
you've gone.
They
If
do,
you're going to do it as a thing, usually.
They do test them every so often,
Yeah, yeah.
and they are
No,
designed to work.
Logically, I know that machine's going to catch me, but it's still just the fact that there's nobody down there holding me. Do you know?
Yeah.
It's just
I must
psychological.
admit, I do personally prefer to have somebody holding the rope rather than using the machine. But not
Yeah, because
really
if they
because
let go, if they mess up, at least
You've
you
got
can
someone
give
to
it.
sue.
Well, no, I was going to think if you're on your way down and you think you swine, you can tug the rope and then they'll tumbling down after you. Well, have you, mate? You swine. Oh, I don't Pete.
Well, if they let go, you end up landing on top of them. So yeah.
Well, at least you have a soft landing.
Yes, I should have gone forwards instead of backwards when you threw me on the ground.
Yeah, that would have been.
I anyway, landed on top of you.
We've established.
We ought to get a video done,
we have established in Lynn's video, which we'll play in a second. It shows you me and on the floor and the results of it. We've established that you never want to do that again. That's what we were established.
Yeah, as far as the sackcloth dueling trolley game is concerned, I think I won because I was the first one up.
Yes, I think you did. Hello, is my microphone gone off?
No, you're fine.
Oh, no, good. That's marvellous. Target Destroyer says, more than ever we need... I don't know what
Tarot Destroyer.
I beg your pardon. Tarot Destroyer says, more than ever we need international order that draws on the experience and results achieved in these years by United Pope. Thanks. Apropos of, people do put the most bizarre things in. Thanks, Tarot or Target Destroyer, whatever you are.
Tall Podge Rog says, I remember going up a rope in the school gym and was so terrified I got stuck at the top and couldn't come down for ages. The funny thing is that in those sorts of situations as a kid, I'd have been the first up that rope.
Yeah.
You know, banging on the bell or whatever.
Out the hatch and then over the top of the building, because then throw yourself off the building at the top. That's it. I know.
No, that was a bit later on.
Oh, that's late. Pete, we better move on.
Yep. Okay.
Lovely to talk to you.
Yep. Take care.
Yeah. Look after yourself. And look, are you coming to the next walk?
No, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's a bit
I'm
far.
away climbing.
Oh yeah.
It's is it the second?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm away climbing again.
Yeah, no worries. But we'll see you soon anyway.
Enjoy that.
I'll come down and you can take me up that climbing wall and push me off.
Yep, I'll do that.
Thanks. Take care. Toodle pip. Bye. There we go. That is the lovely Pete Colonel Craig Ratty, who has disembarked and vanished into the ether like most good people do. David Woodward says, I think it's totally amazing how Julia remembers everyone. If I was wearing a hat, I'd take my hat off to her. Yeah, she's got a very good memory. She even remembers my name from time to time. And Paul Carr Griffin says, never again eat tripe. Oh, God, just the thought of it is enough to put me off.
My friend's parents used to feed their 4 retrievers tripe.
And did they keep retrieving it? Is that what it was? And they went, oh, I'll have that again. I'll have it again. Is that what they call it? Never again. Get married. Never again. Have a McDonald's. No, let's not get too macabre.
Had one once nearly 30 years ago. Can still feel it in my stomach.
Yes, I wouldn't have. I have to say, it's not my... I wouldn't have one of those. The Station Master's Choice says, Lynn's music, like mine, comes from YouTube audio library. Don't understand why it might cause you problems. Well, we will go and find out if it does. Let's play it with the music then and see how it goes.
We'll do it.
We will do it. So here is the lovely Lynn's video, in which it starts with some fool lying on the ground on a sack trolley.
I like to make an entrance. That's ridiculous. Right on the donuts.
And there it is, completely demonetised. Never mind. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Stop it!
I am joking.
Gosh,
I'm joking.
no.
I'm joking. You're right. Fantastic. Thank you so much. And a big thanks to Richard Suggett, who had organised and led the walk and went there and did a recce and made sure it all worked. And so that nobody at all could get lost. Apart from, of course, Laura and her parents. Her mum and David, and big thanks to Laura who made this for me and that for the lovely Julia. I don't know if you can see it's a bit washed out on the lights there.
Looks like a beech tree, and I love mine.
Fantastic. So thank you very much for that, and that was very kind. And big thanks to Steve as well, who gave us this little card in the bottle of I think
it's
it's
a really
downstairs.
it's a really pretty bottle. That was the whole point. You've coming to us, by the way.
We have another phone call. Let's find out who that is. It might be who, if I think it is, it might be from across the seas. Hello. Hello, caller. Are you receiving me? Hello. Are you there? Nobody there. Gone.
Did you actually answer it?
I did answer it.
Did you then?
Well, I thought I did. Ring again. I don't know. Who knows? It could have been taken on the holiday. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Say no more. Say no more. I'm waiting now. It's going to ring. Redial that number. That iPhone 7 never been delivered. No. Is it a scam? I'd love to have somebody to ring up on the show. You know, one of these call centres. With the scam call centres, wouldn't that be great?
I can't remember whose idea it was, but someone suggested we should do like this.
We should ring out to other people.
Call lottery, yeah. Everyone should like email in if they want us to randomly potentially call them.
Yeah, that's true.
Their number and name.
We could. We need a phone fund because this phone does not have any cash on it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So that's what we do. Otherwise, we could ring you up at random.
We ring them on one of our private numbers, but just withhold the number.
Yeah, we could do that. Then we're still paying for it. I like it much better when the lovely audience
pays. Do you really use all your free minutes? Do you use all your free minutes?
Free minutes? Do I get free minutes?
Don't you?
No,
you usually get a certain amount of
something
minutes.
like 50p a minute.
Okay, do you use up all the minutes you pay for?
I don't know how many minutes I pay for. I don't make any calls. That's why I don't pay for them. That's the way I do it, you see. Something like 50 or 75p, isn't it? A pound to make a phone call on the mobile phone? Well, it used to be about 20 years ago. I don't know if it's changed.
I have no idea. I kept them on in case they called back. But...
Yeah, no, they didn't. They thought they're not going to talk to that bunch.
Oops.
Absolute rubbish. Now, okie dokie, where are we going to move on? We're going to move on. We've got things to do, people to see, phone calls to make, letters to write.
Should we go from one beech tree? Ooh.
Yes, I like the link.
To
I like
another?
the link. Yes, we're going to go from one beech tree to another beech tree. And this time, it's not me lying on my beach.
No, that one.
No. Mr. Norris, do you remember Andrew Norris went out into the woods the other day and he put his big listening ear against a tree and he says, no, I can't hear it. But he knows that they can compose music. And he did an oak tree. And it's very, you know a song about an oak tree and what was the other one? An oak, a lime and something else. You
Oak, ash and thorn.
Yes, there you go. Well... Luckily, it's none of those because it's a beach. Let's find out what he's been listening to.
Song, but let's go.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Fair dues. And the LP of all the Bark Tree music will be out from KTEL at the end of the month. Another fascinating interpretation of the music or the sound that a tree creates from its bark.
Tree bark rubbing.
Yes.
Can create.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So fascinating stuff. I guess if your tree is perhaps more, because I was thinking of something even less.
Ridgely?
Yes, I was thinking because
a
smooth tree must have much fewer nodules, whereas an oak is quite rugged, and so I was quite fascinated there to see that it was similar, but not.
Andrew Norris seemed to find enough nodules on the beech tree.
Yes, if you've got a noduly beech, you're all right. Know what I mean? I don't know if my beech is knobbly, but we'll find out that on another day. So I wonder what is next. We've done. Oak, we've done beech. Is it ash? I'd like to see hawthorn. See how that goes. Or blackthorn. Anyway, there we go. Thank you very much, Andrew. That's a fascinating thing. We've had three innovative videos. One with some idiot on his back, and all that. We're going to get the answers to.
The cherry tree will be next.
Oh, the cherry tree. Oh, that'd be nice.
This is quite a dynamic one, he says.
Oh, right. There we go. So, yes, because I was wondering because you went to quite a thin beech. I suppose if you've
the younger ones, I think, have slightly more rough bark.
Yes, that's right. Whereas a much older one probably. But I was thinking, one that big, that there might be those sort of silences like you get in between each movement in a symphony. And you just hear rustle, rustle, all of that. I don't know why symphonies do that, do you? You listen to a symphony and there's a recording at the Royal Festival Hall and you're listening and it comes to a beautiful end. And then somebody in the orchestra is going... And you get that, and then you hear the rustle of, and then there's somebody else in there going,
ice creams, ice creams, ice creams. They're probably coughing because they've been busy exerting their throat. If they're a woodwind or a brass instrumented person.
If they're musician. A brass instrument, if they're brass necks.
I'm really tired.
I talk to the trees, but no one's listening to me. Apple says that we would like an apple tree. Yes, although we only want to hear that on an iPod or an iPad.
Silver birch and weeping willow.
Albatross. Yeah, that was the word I was looking for. Thank you very much. Lynn B says, I've got an amazing bunch of coconuts. I've got an amazing tree in our garden. It's a Japanese pagoda tree. I'd love you to bark rub on it. So here's a challenge then, ladies and gentlemen. If you could all go into your gardens, find a tree, take a tape of paper, roll of paper, get the old brass rubbings done, tree rubbings, and then send them to, or scan them, I guess. You could take a picture and send them in to Andrew, and then Andrew can do a complete orchestration of a woodland, which would be very bizarre, but quite interesting. Let's find out who's on the line, who's just called up. Hello, caller. Welcome to the show.
Hello, Richard and Julia.
Hello. Sorry, I missed the beginning of that. Who's that?
It's Martin. Martin and Diane.
Martin and Diane. How are you down there in Devon?
Yeah, no, we're in your favourite place, in Avebury.
In where?
In Avebury.
Oh, in Avebury. Yes, that's right. Yes, in Avebury, Wiltshire.
Yeah, we're in West Overton, staying in our son's cottage.
Oh, lovely. Very nice. West Overton. We stayed. And when I was going out with Mark English, a man of multi tastes. We stayed at West Overton. Lovely place it was. There was horses and everything.
That's it, yeah, in the old post office, wasn't it?
That's right. Yeah. Do you know the amount of old mail from 1872 that used to come in on the doorstep with the penny blacks? We would peel them off and burn them.
Yeah, a place, it's a lot of history to it, hasn't it, that village?
I bet it had. I mean, I don't really know too much about it. I know that there are lumps and bumps all round us where some Bronze Age
Lumps and
people had
bumps all
snuffed
round
it.
us? Oh, right.
I remember one of your old bold explorers when you were looking at the Long Barrow, when you had your caravan. You had your little caravan.
Oh, yes, that's right. History You Can Touch, that episode was called. And,
yeah, that was really good.
And yeah, there was the Long Barrow. Was it? What was it called? Oakhampton. Was it Oakhampton? Long Barrow.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, very nice.
The place we had a wander around the stones today.
We're doing a video.
And we did a little video for you.
Oh, that's very nice.
And we're just thinking, it never loses its charm. That place, it's just full of atmosphere.
Yes. It's one of those places. I think it's the biggest stone circle. I don't know if it's in Europe or somewhere. And unfortunately, they bunged the village in it, and a lot of the stones had been taken away for masonry work.
That's right. Yeah, that's it. Apparently, the chap Alexander Kilner, he had the money. You probably know this.
He put them in a jar, didn't he? Was it a Kilner? No, sorry.
That's it. Yeah, you got it. He dug them up, but he had the financing because before the Second World War started, he had the finance to do because he was an amateur archaeologist.
Yes.
So he then started to do some research, and he dug those stones up and got them standing upright again in their position, and he then cemented them in. Obviously, so they wouldn't fall over again. But apparently, they had like little sockets that they were putting. The chalk was dug into the chalk so they would fit in, which is a clever thing when you think about it. All those things had to be manhandled
by people who didn't have blue circle cement.
Yes, that's it. You got it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but originally those stones were actually sand, and there's a mixture of this is over many years that these stones became hard, and the silicon and quartz contents of these stones, and these obviously people had found these, dug them up, and somehow manhandled them down and stood them upright, yeah? And all the little holes in them apparently are where the tree roots used to be. They're rotted off.
Oh, see, for a moment there I thought you were claiming that they were originally made of sand and sculpted and then just gone hard over the years. But no, you're saying millions of years ago there was like basically the bed of the ground or the ocean or things like that.
That's exactly right.
And then they've solidified over.
That's absolutely fascinating. Yeah. I still haven't been to Avebury. Rachel Gregory says Avebury is my favourite place to go. The same as Mark English. Yeah, I still haven't been.
Well, we'll go.
With all those lovely routes and everything. I've seen so many different pictures of it.
Yeah, no, it is. It is very fascinating.
Yeah. You got. We're staying in my son's Airbnb, and he can. I'm sure he'll let you stay here.
Is that the same one that we set? The old post office? Is it that one?
No, we're in a new.
Hang on, Diane's going to talk.
Okay, Diane, shout across the room, Diane.
The Queen of Housewiffery.
Do you remember that? You teased me about housewiffery.
I may well have done.
I don't put it past you.
Yeah, I may well have. Is it because we met you on the avenue?
Our dog,
walking your dog. I do remember that. And we said, "Who is that woman who will not stop talking?" I'm jesting, of course, but we had a lovely long conversation.
I agree, Richard, because I taught for 28 years, and at the point I lost my voice was the only time that I didn't. I didn't talk. My boys used to say, "Don't wave your finger at us because you can't speak."
30 years non-stop. Is that what he said?
That's what he said. 30 years on the naughty step we've been married.
Ah, blimey.
Thank you very much, Mark Burgess.
Mark Burgess has
Super
just sent
chat.
in £2 to our very super chat, which is very kind of. That'll keep the show going for another 2 minutes, which is marvellous.
being
I know, but
cynical.
I can't believe how many people actually do this sort of stuff these days, because the chap you've commented on before that used to do the barges, the stuff on the canals, has now got rid of his barge, and he went to somewhere, I think like Cheltenham Racecourse at the weekend, and he said there was literally a field full of people, all with caravans or motorhomes or the equivalent, and every one of them actually did the same sort of thing that you do. I mean, I'm not.
they all
saying-
had it. Well, it just seemed to be. I mean, these days, if you have a narrow boat or you have a van, you've got to have a YouTube channel. It's obligatory. The other night, Julia and I camped out. Oh, hello, bit like that. And on the way back, a van pulled out. They were parked up further down the lane, and they pulled out in front of us in this massive, great big
We
van.
were ogling it, then we realised it said hashtag van life at the
Yeah,
bottom.
it said hashtag van life, and we thought they're YouTubers. I wonder who they are then. Because why would you put hashtag van life on your van if you weren't a van life?
I saw a hashtag Vanicky today.
Vanicky.
Well,
Vanicky.
Yeah, he showed you all down the lines and lines of these places,
Yeah.
and they were all done out, and they had got sort of YouTube names on them, so they obviously do advertise as they go round and travel from place to place.
Sean is saying it was a vlogging conference event for van life.
No, it wasn't. It was meant to be like a caravan come motorhome show.
Oh, was it?
A whole road of them. I mean, these race courses are huge, aren't they?
Yes.
This one road in one direction on both sides of the concrete was lined up with them. I've never seen anything like it.
Gosh.
But we've followed you since we met you about 3 years ago, is it not? 3.5
Yeah,
4.
and we've been trying to dodge you, but you're so good at it, following business. You know,
Stop it again.
walking down the street. There they are, look. No, I'm only joking, of course.
But really, if it works out, we're coming your way in September. We're going to come down in September, so we're going to invade Sussex.
Oh,
Make sure it's at the beginning of the month, because that's when we're doing them now, aren't we?
yeah.
The first weekend.
September is a great time to come because Julia and I will be in Inverness for that month. We're just booking the tickets now.
so funny.
Booking those tickets Inverness, 30 days up there, just in case. No, I'm only joking. It'd be lovely to have you come down.
Oh, I see.
Right,
Sean James Cameron says, yes, it was a caravan show, but there was a section just for the YouTube vloggers in order to bring in the crowds and get free publicity.
Ah. See, they were all influencers. That's what you missed there.
Oh, I'm afraid I'm too old to influence it.
No,
I think if we hadn't met you, we'd never have found anything like it, to be honest.
No, there's probably nothing quite like this out there. It is the world's best kept secret.
Well, as I say, it was only Martin came back and they hadn't got any signal here for a phone, and so the television has to be piped into the house. So he's got a channel where Martin was filing through everything about Avebury, and that's when you came up.
Oh.
Said, that's the chap we've just been talking to. So that's how it occurred. But
What-
yeah, we're going to, where did Virginia Woolf live in Sussex?
She lived in Rodmell.
We're going staying.
Is that where you're going?
Yeah, in September. We've actually booked a cottage there. We always go self-cater because we've got the dog,
Yes.
and we never leave the dog behind.
And it's always nice to have a hot
Never
dog,
leave a
isn't it?
man down or a pup.
Well, he's like the the child we left behind. The boys are now in their 40s, so the dog is now the baby, if you like.
The child you left behind, Moses, was it? Is it in a little basket somewhere? I'm not saying not saying you're old or anything, but yeah.
I am. I'm 72 next week.
Oh,
72,
just a young
whippersnapper.
So that's why we're down here.
Right.
Birthday party at my son's on Wednesday.
Oh,
so.
lovely.
Anyway, lovely to speak to you both.
Yes, thank you so much for calling in.
We'll be in touch before September so that you can run in the opposite direction.
Yes, that's right. No, we would actually welcome you in open arms. I just need to write down. Lynn and Martin, isn't it? Was it Lynn?
Diane.
Diane, that's right.
Martin and Diane. Diane and Martin.
And Ziggy's the dog.
And who's
Diana?
Oh, put Diana. Yeah, Diana died,
It's
didn't
Diane,
she?
wasn't it?
Diane with an E.
Diane with an E. Yeah. And what was the name of the dog?
Ziggy.
Figgy?
Ziggy. Z-I-G.
Ziggy.
Oh, Ziggy, as in Zigga Zigar.
Yeah.
As in the spicing girls, or whatever they're called.
As in Zoe Ziggy.
Who?
He wrote C-I-Z-Z-Y.
I thought she said Siggy. I thought she meant the dog's called Siggy. You know, it's one of those experimental dogs from the home where they used to try and
He
get...
might as well be. He's enough trouble to be.
There you go. It's lovely to talk to you, Diane.
Have a lovely summer.
Yeah, you too. And thank you for calling in. And regards to... Is Martin still stitching up furniture? Yes, good. That's nice to know. I haven't made this chair because my kitchen didn't turn out the way I wanted to do it. But I do want to.
In there now.
I do want to make a chair for the dining room. But at the moment,
I'm sure he'll show you how to do something at some point.
I'm sure he will. Yes.
He's doing jobs around here this week and to paint fences and things for my son.
No, well, I can find him a few jobs to do. Anyway, listen, we better move on. But thank you so much for calling in. Lovely to hear. Diane and Martin, there we go.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
There we go. Wasn't that lovely?
That was splendid.
But a chance meeting on the avenue at Avebury, and I think Diane approached and asked a question about something or other. You know, are these stones real or something? And we said, no, they're just plastic stones. Hello, caller. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Poopsy.
Ah, it's the Oracle. Hello, Oracle. How the devil are you?
My God, my tablet's not working. I can't cut, and just in case you think we're not on.
We can't think what's not on.
The tablet's not working. I can't comment.
Oh no.
Oh, are they not working for you?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to have it looked at.
It's Big Brother. Big Brother is onto you there.
Mm.
I don't know what's wrong with it. Just in case you think I've failed out with you.
Did you want to make a comment? Is there anything in tonight's show worthy of a comment?
Oh, it's brilliant having a bit of crack. We used to.
Yeah. It's nice to have a bit of crack. Although I think actually if you tell the authorities that, they'll put you away, won't they?
Oh, it's slang back in Belfast. Crack.
Yeah. It is. It's for yeah.
Well, you don't ask for that.
I didn't learn that until about 2 years ago. No, actually, it was about 4 years ago.
What's that?
Crack. It's spelled C-R-A-I-C, but it's basically another word for fun.
Oh, I see. It's not that stuff you sniff up your nose.
No.
Oh.
That's something else.
That's something else.
I know nothing about that.
Yeah, that's like those bamboo canes, and you crack them open, and you turn them into powder, that bamboo, and you sniff it up your nose. Crack cocaine. Anyway.
You're going to have a word with him, Julia, and give him all the slang words so he understands when we're phoning up.
I don't understand. I just read these old English books, and they don't have slang in it. They have very nice, convoluted words in English.
You should start studying the Urban Dictionary online.
Yes, I can't cope with the English, let alone an urban version.
Don't worry, Poopy. He'll have you up to speed before you know it.
Oh, marvellous. I'm looking forward. I've already been promised to go up a great big tower and be shoved off and rely on this machine to sort of lower me to the ground.
I wouldn't trust it. Bungee jump?
No, I wouldn't. Have you been bungee jumping?
Me, never.
Never.
Never, ever. Never. Wouldn't even try it. It hurts too bad for it. My age too, 72.
So I know,
72.
Well, I mean, you're the man who's been hijacked with a bomb in the back. So, if anyone's going to prepare to take a risk, I would have thought you would.
fake bomb, Woolsey. It was a bomb hoax.
Fake bomb.
Yes,
Fake
I know
bomb.
it was. You didn't know that at the time, did you? It's like-
Well, let's not start that again.
They didn't ring in and go, "Hey, Paddy, there's a bomb in the back of your car. Only it's a hoax." They didn't say that to you, did they?
No, they didn't. They said it was a
That
real
wasn't
bomb.
too bad, actually.
That wasn't too bad, was
the
it?
accent
No, so I
wasn't
picked it up.
too
That wasn't
bad.
too. I almost passed myself off then, didn't I?
It was terrible, but it wasn't too
Oh,
bad.
right. It was
used to happen
dreadful.
all the time. See, in Belfast, I'd say you speak to 1 in 10 people, and they'll tell you some of the stuff that happened.
Yeah, exactly.
I used to find the police cars very scary.
Yeah, well, I find police cars
over here.
scary.
Riot cars. They weren't police cars. They were riot cars. That's scary.
MSU, you called them?
Sorry?
The MSU.
MSU.
The MSU. What does that stand for?
That was a riot department.
The what department?
The riot police. They called them the MSU.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Oh, the riot lot. Yeah. I bet they had good parties, didn't they? They went down a riot.
And then
Everyone had
you
jammed
had
on
the army bomb disposable experts.
Do you know, when I was talking about army bomb disposable experts, when I was a kid, there are 2 stories here, very briefly. One was I found a grenade, an unexploded grenade, and the bomb disposal unit came down and blew it up for me.
Yep, that's what they used to do over here. The bomb, you just turned around and sent like a wee robot down, and the robot would have done all the work and it would have blew it up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think this thing was actually going to do, but they love to do. Oh, it's an excuse to set off some Semtex. So here we go.
It wasn't, I tell you what, Fulgy, it wasn't too long ago. I was over in France, and they actually still found live ammunition from the First World War.
Yeah,
Wow.
and when I was a kid, there's another. We went on a school trip and we walked across this field, and they said, "Be careful where you put your feet. There is still live ammo here." And of
Yeah,
course, the
and
kids are
apparently-
going, "Oh."
When they find it, you have to phone the French authorities.
Yeah.
And they come out, they obviously it's a World War thing, like it's nothing to do with the people on the field. Then they corn it off and all, and then they bring the people out to blow it up.
So this is, I mean, that's the perfect place for a murder, isn't it? You can imagine a murder story. You
It is.
lure somebody who you want to murder. You'd say, "We're just going to go for a walk across this field," and then you blow them up. And then you ring the authorities and say, "My friend's accidentally trodden on one of them World War bombs. Such a
I was
shame.
doing
I'm
a
so
tour of
wretchedly unhappy."
Through the battlefields, I was doing a tour of the battlefields, and about a month before, they'd actually found 2 bodies.
The month before they found bodies from the
Yep,
war.
Yeah, they still find them every day over there.
Goodness.
Do you know how they recognised who they were?
Yeah, how?
Dog tags?
No, the dog tags had rotted.
Oh.
There was a silver spoon, and you see where they get shot. The bullet went through the spoon. See his army number? His army number was engraved in the spoon. It's a pity I'm not technically minded, because I have a picture of the spoon.
Right. Wow.
And
That's fascinating.
Everything else had rotted, and the only thing was left was the silver spoon with his number on it.
That's insane. So the metal. What are the dog tags made of? What metal is it, do you think?
It was leather, and then the leather just gave away over the years. Do you think when was the First World War?
Well,
Yeah, 110 years ago.
yeah. And so they're still, I mean, it's amazing they're still finding bodies.
There's so many bodies.
Yeah.
I tell you what, it's what you and the lovely Judy want to do in the camper van sometime.
Well, go and find some World War
Dig
One
up
bodies.
World
no.
War II bodies. What do you think? Well, we could
No,
nip
take
round
a
the
trip
graveyard,
round.
round the back.
Yeah, see, you go around the graveyards and all. It's something else. Like I was actually we done the tour and we were actually in a German graveyard, and see the Germans, they're buried 4. Where you see a cross, there's 4 Germans in it. Where see the British ones, there's only 1.
Right.
So it's something else. You need to go over to France and Belgium and just take a tour around and see your history, especially over here. It's our history. The
Yeah.
36th Division went over and fought in the Somme, held the line, got over the line, and held the Germans back. It's something you really need to just go where you to get emotional like at it. It's something else.
Oh, I know. I mean, we're so removed from all of this. We're so cosseted in this world at the moment, and you hear these people who I'm entitled. I'm entitled to this, and I'm entitled to that, and you think the poor bloke who, as you say, was in the Somme holding back, and knew basically they're going to die. Sorry,
That's
there's
it. They're just going to die. Ones were sent, they were dead.
Yeah.
The amount of people had sales shock and all this and all is unbelievable. They come home and they just get brutally aside.
Yeah, and I mean, some people would be so scared they couldn't do whatever they had to do or were told to do, and they were sent back, and then they were shot by their own side.
Exactly, shell shock, just bang.
Bang.
Good deal.
Yeah, no
Oh,
good to us.
it's unbelievable. Then you look into it, especially you English, or some regiments when they were from England.
We're so soft. We're so well looked after. But listen, we're over time. We're over time, unfortunately, Mr.
Flip
Oracle.
me. Sorry about that, Vobesy.
No,
That's
no,
all right. No, it's a pleasure having you on and
it's
listening
been
to your
absolutely
dulcet tones.
riveting.
Let's
even.
just talk over each other because it's fun.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Go. Ready?
Go.
Go.
I don't know what to say now.
Sorry about that. I'll have to go. God bless.
God bless you, Oracle.
Take care,
Talk to
lovely.
you
Same
soon.
to you, Julia. God bless. And teach him a bit of slang for next time I phone up.
Yes,
Yeah, I'll do
she
my
will.
best. I'll do my best.
God bless. Thank you.
Toodle
Bye,
pip.
bye.
No. Bless you. Bye.
Bye. There we are. That was the Oracle. Thank you very much for all your phone calls. And I think we got through all the answers on Mark. We don't need to show Mark's video, but thank you, Mark, for sending it in. But I think everyone got the King's Cross and the Victoria Spoon, Victoria Sponge, or whatever it was, the Dartford Tunnel, all those different locations that he mentioned. Jamie Boy says, so are you two, TWO it is, in relationship now? We are. And we are so cosseted when Vlad woke up, says Sean Ginley. Yes, we were so good. He took advantage of the fact that we were so busy looking at our navel and thinking, transgender bathrooms, they must be a thing. He thought now's the time to move. Of course.
I'm so confused.
Well, instead of actually thinking about important things in the world, we were just so busy thinking about what is the most minority sort of thing that we should now make that the most important thing, instead of actually worrying about where our food comes from and who the enemies of the state might be.
Fair enough.
That's my take on that. Anyway, the armies, no joke, hats off to them, says Conor McLeod, quite right. And that's it for us. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back again on Friday, in which you will be able to hear the lovely Julia say, and I will also say hello. So that's...
I will also hopefully remember to send a couple of videos in that I've
Oh, yes, you've got some
done
videos. If you'd like to
this
send us a video, do send them in landscape format, 1280 by 720p, details in the description, and send it by WeTransfer.
It'd be lovely to see your face,
Yes.
if you wouldn't mind.
Please, 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 send us your face. We know what you look like. Be lovely. Until the next time, it's been wonderful to talk to you. And there's the sands of time are running out.
We did start it late.
Yeah, we started late.
Minutes,
Yeah.
so.
67 minutes
6
late.
or 7
Oh, right.
minutes late.
Fair enough. Anyway, take care, toodles, and arrivederci.
Bye for now.